Greetings, my fellow YouTubers. I'm Dole, aka the Big D of Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews, and I welcome you to another edition of my Saturday Morning TVLog. Yes, where I bring back the glory days of yesteryear, or something like that. Because Saturday mornings have been dead for some time, so I'm attempting to bring some memories back. This time around, I'm bringing to you another DC tune. Now, as you might have recalled hearing in the last one, I showed out the Filmation Batman series. Now I'm going to be talking about a different series featuring a very underrated hero, but a fan favorite. Anyway, well, I'll get to it in a moment. It was 1979, just a few months before I even came to the world. Television Saturday mornings was being invaded by all sorts of superheroes and comic book or comic strip characters. Now, of course, CBS already had Tarzan, Lord of the Jungle, along with reruns of New Adventures of Batman, plus the other superheroes featured in the Super 7 series. And of course, the heroic Rowan Mighty Mouse actually returned in a new series. And then, of course, there would also be the introduction of the Brown Hornet on Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids, which was now the new Fat Albert Show. Don't mind me bringing up the name Cosby. I know Bill Cosby's been having some problem, been in trouble lately, but that's not what the show I'm going to talk about, thank you. Because I'm saving Fat Albert for another time. Meanwhile, NBC had some characters. I mean, they brought Flash Gordon, then popular comic stripping book character, to animated form. The same with Al Cap's little blob character, the Shmoo, in sort of a Scooby-Doo-esque type series, but I'm not talking about those either. Nor am I talking about the ever-popular Super Friends series, which was currently already successful on ABC, as it was now going into its fourth incarnation form, called The World's Greatest Super Friends. Well, immediately following that came another DC hero. Someone who has been trying to be put in animated form in some time. Well, not even Hal Seeger, who gave us Batfink, and I do believe brought us Courageous Cat and Minute Mouse, which was created by Batman creator Bob Kane, but I've been wrong before. Nor Filmation, the studio had already done already had success with Superman and Batman and other DC heroes. But while Hanna-Barbera was already having a success with Super Friends, Ruby Spears, which would later be Hanna-Barbera's sister company, brought us this series. So now, without further ado, I present, from out the pages of DC Comics comes the world's newest and greatest superhero, Plastic Man. Yes, this is the DVD set of the complete series. Now, it's only the Plastic Man solo episodes, but I'll explain about that as I go through. In 1979, following the Super Friends, Plastic Man sprung his way onto the TV sets in the Plastic Man Comedy Adventure Show, where it also featured other series. Those included Rickety Rocket, which was sort of another Scooby-Doo knockoff, but was kind of more reminiscent to Speed Buggy. And it was a mystery tune, of course, featuring a group of urban, futuristic kids. Other being Mighty Man and Yuck, which that was kind of a fun-filled thing like Dynamite almost, except, of course, it did involve a big dog, which Frank Welker did actually voice, where he wears a dog house on his head because it's too ugly to look at. And Mighty Man's this millionaire dude who gets shrunk with a little laser gun to become Mighty Man. And the other being Fang Face and Fang Puss, aka Season 2 of Fang Face, which premiered the previous year, where Fang Face now has a kid brother. But anyway, back to Plastic Man, though. This series is pretty underrated. Nobody ever gets to talk about Plastic Man so much. Now, after it ended, it went into syndication with special live-action wraparounds, and Cartoon Network actually aired this, Unfortunately, it was never seen again after Cartoon Network. Boomerang never did show it. And in 2009, we actually finally got this. After many issues with the character and stuff, or so I read. But anyway, Plastic Man, of course, hadn't been new for long. He had been around since the 40s or the 50s, appearing in comics from an independent company, and then was later picked up by DC in, I think it was the mid or early 60s. And, well, this wouldn't be his first time appearing in anime form. He actually appeared in an episode of the Super Friends original series in 1973 in the episode Professor Goodfellow's Geek. Anyway, I recently finished rewatching the series. It's absolutely very fun and hysterical. Now, I'll try and give you a closer look. Plastic Man, of course, each week faces the world's greatest collection of villains. And along with him, right here, this is his blonde bombshell, the gal pal Penny, voiced by Melindy Britt, who recently voiced Batgirl in the New Adventures of Batman. In the same year, voiced Princess Aura in the Flash Gordon cartoon. And years later, went on to voice a certain Princess of Power, the original She-Ra. And the guy in the Hawaiian shirt is Hula Hula, who is the ultimate comic relief of the show. And apparently, he brings bad luck almost every time when he tries to help. Oh boy. And he has some of the most hysterical catchphrases ever that has Hawaiian themes into it. Like, I can do an impression of him. Crackling coconuts, suffering surfboards, mother of Maui. Plus a lot of others. Too many to mention, but I absolutely love them. Anyway, Plastic Man works for a covered agency and apparently has more of a liking for the dark hair with white stripe down the middle hair Chief, who also is voiced by Melindy Britt. She kind of gets on to class at all times sometimes. But anyway, now Joe Baker, who I know him best from several Hanna-Barbera shows, most notably the Robotic Stooges where he voices Larry, voices Hula Hula. Plast is voiced by Michael Bell, who, of course, was already voicing Zan, half of the Spacey Wonder Twins on Super Friends. And after this, he'd go on to voice lots of other characters, including Duke on the original G.I. Joe, as well as he'd also do villains like Lex Luthor in the underrated 1988 Superman series, also from Ruby Spears, as well as Quacker Jack on Darkwing Duck. Anyway, Plast faces some pretty familiar foes. Well, only a few appeared in the comics. Dr. Doom's one of those. I forgot what the other two were. But he does face some other pretty cool foes, including the Weed, the Clam, Half-Ape, Computer Head, and Disco Mummy. Plus a lot of other villains who are absolutely real good, actually. But anyway, show did pretty well, and the following year, this is what I'm going to talk about, it kind of changed a little bit, because Platts only had 3 adventures featured for this series. He and Penny get married the next year, and apparently eventually have a bouncing baby boy named Baby Plast. Thus, the show was now changed to the Plastic Man Baby Plast Super Comedy Show. Which, unfortunately, those 3 Plastic Man episodes are the only thing you'll get on this set. You can't get any of the others, including the Baby Plast and the Plastic Family Adventures. I did see these long ago on YouTube, but soon they were taken off for certain reasons, but I sure do miss those. But anyway, I would say if you do know and like Plastic Man, I'd say give the show a shot. I haven't really checked to see how much it is. It might be pretty reasonable price, maybe. I got this before the DVD said this before Hastings closed down 3 years ago, and I got that the same day I got Batman Arkham City for my PlayStation 3. But anyway, it was real great to see the show again. Anyway, it says on the back of the box, says, expand your Justice League of America collection with fan favorite Plastic Man. I think you really like the Plastic Man series. You'll absolutely get a lot of laughs from it as everything, as the announcer says. There's action, there's comedy, there's danger, all sorts of things. He's playing for everybody on the Plastic Man Comedy Adventure Show. He does have some says at the end of the opening, which he mentions in the final Plastic Man Comedy Adventure Show episode, Plastic Mummy meets Disco Mummy swinging meets sorry, I got tongue tied. Plastic Mummy meets Disco Mummy swinging through the trees. Is like, eat your heart out, ape man. He makes a Batman reference too in one episode. He's sticking to the walls with suction cups. He can change his shape every time. Everything about Plastic Man. Stretch, fly, bounce, everything. His hands are suction cups. He climbs up and he's like, eat your heart out, Batman. That's a very funny line. It's got some absolute funny moments. Again, I think you really like the Plastic Man series. We didn't see Plastic Man too much. The DVD set includes a retrospective featurette, plus a never-before-shown on Cartoon Network Plastic Man pilot, actually, which featured Tom Kenny, who, of course, you all know voices a certain SpongeBob SquarePants as the voice of the title character. However, in 2008, Plas actually returned and appeared in some episodes of Batman the Brave and the Bold, where Kenny once again does the voice. Now, I know Plas has more recently been seen on the new Justice League Action, but I've never seen any episodes, and I know he's voiced by somebody else I can't remember. But that's about it. That's all I can say about Plastic Man. Definitely check the show out. If you have seen the Plastic Man cartoon series, let me know what you thought about it in the comments section. Like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. I don't know what I'm going to do next time, though, for the next Saturday Morning TVLog, but you'll see when I get to it. Anyway, thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.